Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Did a 360. Welcome to the morning show on a beautiful, rainy, ugly. It's gonna get horrible weekend, but you know what? You gotta keep smiling.
That was Hot Wheels. She did a Hot Wheels 360.
She did a 360.
Out of here.
You know, Oreo was gonna move that chair for her to get out. I don't know what she did. It should be back in 5 minutes.
You didn't even move the chair and she got out.
I didn't. I saw you.
I gotta tell you, I've never seen her sigh before. And if she sighs, you know something's up. Anyway, morning to you. Happy Thursday. We're on the other side of the week, rolling into the weekend. It's Thursday. It's almost the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Almost there. How are you feeling?
This stuff is magical.
You feel better already?
Now I look for it. I kept it on till midnight yesterday. So I went past, it lasts longer than 24 hours. But when you take it off, you can sense the difference. Now that I just put it on,
how's it make you feel?
I'm ready to rock and roll. What is in this stuff?
This is like a QR code for your body. This is a super patch that we were introduced, a new show.
But we've done patches before.
This is different. This is a new show that we've got coming out on Mondays with its health and wellness with Eva Angelopoulos, but Eva for short. And these patches called
Eva
the super
what?
patch, Angelopoulos, or Angel for short. You can do that too.
This stuff is amazing. Come on in and try
I
one on me.
ordered some for pain because when I got to use the pain patch, I went and ran. And now that I ran, I'm suffering the pains of running. So now I need a pain patch to overcome the pain that I had from running. But they didn't leave me any pain patches, so I ordered some waiting for them to come in the mail. But they left us some of those Liberty patches.
I got to tell you, we had Sarah Spiritual here, and she had good numbers, and the show was good and everything else. And I went home, and it must have been 9:30, 9:45-ish. And I had to do my blood work because I want to see where we are with the sugar and everything else. Now, you guys probably have sugars under 90 when you do a reading because you're not diabetic. Freddie has sugars in the 200s.
Not anymore,
260s
you don't.
at one time.
At one time.
So normally I average about 168 and somewhere in there. So last night I take my blood and it says 83. 83. And I said, what?
That's amazing.
So I went over to Linda and says, can you read that number for me? She says, the hell is that? I'm lower than her. She says, maybe the machine is busted. So I took it this morning. It was 120, which is normal for the morning rush. And then I'm going to see if it does it again tomorrow night. I'm calling my doctor. Time to get off the meds.
You did it first thing in the morning and it goes up?
Always.
Even
It's actually called the New Dawn phenomenon.
When you first told me that, I thought, that's not nice because I'm trying really hard to help you out, but then I realized that was really what it was called. He used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do a shot of tequila to lower his blood sugar.
Tequila, vodka, tried the different rums, and it works. No, it works because alcohol has no sugar, and it works your pancreas and your liver, and the enzymes come back. There's another trick. If you drink 8 ounces of water and you go for a 15-minute walk, sugar goes right down into the toilet. I learned that from Coach. So what's happening now is that I'm stretching out the walks. Like I took a nice long walk yesterday. I'm stretching them out. And I'm drinking the water before I go. So it's a 30-30-30 piece. And that means 30 minutes of 30 grams of protein. And I took my protein and I took 30 minutes. Anyway, long story short of it, between that, 83, and some of this that's going on in my body right now, it is tremendous.
So these super patches, I'm going to wait to get the pain one. That's the Liberty. That's supposed to be like an all around, get you moving, kind of feeling
Balance.
better. There's 11 different patches that Russ told us about. So more to come on that, starting the first Monday in November with Ava. She's going to be talking about all of these different technologies. And there's nothing in them that's like a QR code. And it signals your brain with different signals. So it's not medication. There's not creams or lotions or potions. It's like these ridges that somehow knows what your brain knows what these ridges feel like.
And stuff like that. Like,
It
Yes,
works your body. It
yeah,
tells your body, yo,
exactly.
send some stuff over here and send some stuff over there.
It's pretty
It
cool.
goes through your brain and everything works
I
out.
wish
But
I knew those were a thing sooner, because the last time I went home, I was holding my nephew like the entire time I was there. That little boy he wrecked my joints, my muscles. I was tight and hobbling around for a week and a half.
Welcome to my
do you know that there was somebody in studio when she was here and she couldn't turn her neck. She had a stiff neck.
That's how I
So
feel
she
right
kept
now.
going like this. So they went over and they put a patch on her. Not even 10 minutes later, she was like, oh my God, what is in this? And apparently what she's explaining is that all our bodies have a cure to our dilemmas. But we take things in to make our dilemmas worse. And this is sort of balancing it out. And I'm watching my diet and everything. Everything, it's all in this. You guys feed anxiety into your body. You do it every day. And I watch you guys take either big gulps of it or bigger gulps of it. But you feed anxiety into your body.
Yeah.
And we talked about this.
They do, I do, for sure. It's like, let me
stress,
just
I remember.
let me just breathe the anxiety and let me just like take a big bite out of that anxiety and see what it does to my body.
And
I
you,
gotta tell you,
and
it
you
hurts.
swallow it. And when you swallow it, other things happen. And you don't realize you're doing it.
I remember when we did the JC event, I think it was in July too, I was waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then I made myself sprout gray hairs. I have 5 gray hairs from it.
Those are JC hairs?
Yeah.
Tell her tonight that we've named them.
They're my JC.
You got 5
hairs.
You've got
JC hairs?
JC, you've got Jill, you've got
And
Jillian.
they're all right here, so I can't even hide them. And I'm like, great.
But the-
my
but
mom plucks the gray hairs. Like, just plucks them.
I want more
She
to
refuses.
grow.
Do you think that's a true thing? Should I ask you? If you pluck them, does some more come back?
Oh, absolutely. And they come back stronger.
Is that it? The gray hairs?
Who cares? If they're there to be plucked. That's why God gave you gray hairs to pluck
I
them.
can't do it.
You did it?
No, I can't do it.
Why?
I don't know. They didn't open the phone.
Oh, they're not open yet. What country are they in?
I don't know.
They're probably in California.
I'm not sure.
That's why it was only a 5-minute wait because no one's open yet. She's trying to get her loan payment situation under control.
Oh.
Student loans. It's never fun. Anyone else have student loans?
Yeah, I'm not excited for that.
My first payment was last month, and then I have my first payment on my second loan on the 3rd, so that's fun. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do you know I saw that they had forgiven like millions, billions of student loans, but I haven't heard of anyone whose loans have been forgiven. So
No,
I
they
wonder-
have. They have.
Like, it's like, I think it's only millions, not billions yet, just to help like lower the debt. Because at this, the debt in like America is in the trillions. Like Americans owe over $1 trillion worth of college debt right now. Also, it's like killing like our generation because we can't afford to do that. Like a lot of people, like their life gets stunted because of their student loans.
Yeah, like when I went to pay mine, it said the balance was 0, but I did not want to believe that. And since my first payment, I still shoved out like $200 because I didn't want like my interest to go up or say that like I didn't have to pay it, but now my balance is back at 0.
That's because they knocked it down. There was a whole bunch of debt that was cleared off, and then they took Biden to the Supreme Court, and they knocked it out. So a lot of people, like I got a letter on the $6,000. If you had it under $20,000, it was supposed to. I was online to be forgiven.
Did they forgive it?
No, so I got to pay, but they lowered it to like, and it's funny because the payment that they ask you to pay is just the interest. Anything above that goes against the loan. So if I pay what they want me to pay, I think it's like $75. That's just the interest, and then I have to pay above that to get the loan down.
How
That's
many
why
years you have to pay it off? I know it's not your loan.
it's
Gio's
not
loan.
mine until I pay the $6,000. There is no years.
That's kind of good.
No, it's not. I'll be paying this until I'm 90.
Well, if you're paying 75, so if you pay
$100, $200, and that money goes 75 towards the interest. This is worse than loan sharking.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That you pay what they want. It's just the interest.
Of course you don't. What do you think What do you think the government is trying to knock?
right, if
It
you
is
pay
a
what you owe,
rip-off.
it's only interest.
You didn't know that? You think you were paying down the loan?
Yeah.
You ever notice that your loan doesn't come down?
Well, she just made her first payment.
I feel bamboozled.
Well, no, you are bamboozled.
They don't
That's
teach you
why.
this in school.
Look, she's. How
Yeah,
are you?
She wants us to take a commercial
Yes,
break.
we
Is
have to
what I
take a
think.
commercial
At first, I thought she was telling Grace something, but then I realized commercial break.
I got some giveaways when we come back. So we'll see you on the other side of this contract.
We'll be right back
of this
on the contract.
commercial.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. Well, maybe I am. If you're buying a diamond ring for your wife, it's not cool to be cheap. If you're buying airline tickets, oh, it's very cool to be cheap and called Trip Amigo, where you can fly anywhere in the world and save up to 75% on over 500 airlines and 300,000 hotels. Plus, rental cars and vacation packages. Visit family, friends, or go on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Go ahead, be cheap. We have special fares we're not allowed to publish. When you book your airline reservations with Trip Amigo, you'll spend your travel money when you get there, not by getting there. Call Trip Amigo now and mention the travel code AMIGO and save even more. Call Trip Amigo now.
701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. That's 701-581-9604.
It's a really nice graphic. I like it a lot. You did a nice job.
That's a nice graphic. Is that what he said?
Good morning, Jay Harmon. It was a pleasure, as always, to have our colored pencil artist in the house yesterday.
He
We
looks
changed
good,
some things
too.
around. We put one of his new pieces right behind you. He looks great.
He looks good.
Student loans.
So, no, so I don't want to talk about that. That's depressing. This is supposed to be the morning show. Okay. You guys ever, have you guys ever been to a car museum?
A car museum? I've been to the Frost Museum.
I think there's a cool car museum down in Dania. Is that the one?
This is a new gentleman that we're going to take a road trip.
city is it in?
Everybody's going
Today?
next week.
What city is the car museum?
This is amazing.
It's in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh my gosh, this
I'll
is
give you want the
inside.
name. I'll give you the name.
It's a classic car museum.
They're all like 56.
That's what it's. Yes, that's it. Door. Huh?
Shelby Cobras, Chevy.
Dower
Imperas.
Museum classic car.
Everything. And he has television equipment. from today.
DAUER. This is amazing.
So this gentleman is works with South Florida Oldies, and Jody called me. She's going to give away a couple of tickets
To
that
this
we can give
museum.
away on the that we can give on the air. But she wants us to go down
It's in Sunrise.
and do our thing.
10801 Northwest 15th
Sunrise,
Street in
I
Sunrise.
know exactly where it is. I
You
know the
do?
building. Yeah.
This is beautiful.
And the gentleman
oh my gosh,
has
Josh, you guys, the guys are gonna love this.
and the gentleman has all sorts of stuff. He has cars. He has TVs. He has radio equipment from the yesteryear. It's like a giant museum, and we're gonna go down there. And
Look at
that's
that.
it. And we're gonna go down there. We're gonna interview him, get his history of why he does what he does, and then see if we can do a little fun stuff with him.
Sounds good.
You know, like games and things of that nature, because he wants to bring attention to the museum. So I want to thank Jody this morning for giving me a holler, and hopefully not this Friday. I told her tomorrow would be too quick. Maybe next week, next Friday.
Say happy birthday to Judy Herman. She's going to be in tomorrow, and I was told last night she's got some puzzles for Freddie. So if you guys want to laugh tomorrow,
That's what I have at the Classic Museum.
wow.
Oh, there's the cameras and stuff. And it's funny because Jody says, I don't get interested with the cameras and all that, but I think your people would love this. My people.
Our people would
My
love this.
people would love it.
All right, we got some Gen Z slang. Ready? This is your time to shine, sunshine.
Gen Z slang.
I called you Sunshine the other day, and someone said, you call him Sunshine? I'm like, yes, isn't he just like a ray of
Why
sunshine
don't you
all
call
the
me
time?
Eclipse?
Eclipse? Doesn't he just remind you of a ray of sunshine all the time? Okay, let's see.
Her Body Tea, Lore, and Loverboy. Her Body Tea. Her Body Terrific.
What's that, her body type?
Her body
Her body
type?
tea is like her body's on point. Like it's tea. Like it's given.
Her body's on point.
Her body tea. Like her body's on her body tea.
So when you look at that, does it look like all different body types, or is there a certain body type that you say that
If you're
about?
wearing a really good outfit and it's accentuating your body, you'll be like, oh, her body's tea. Like her body looks really good today.
We used to call that in the day the bada bing bada boom. You like body tea better?
Do you understand? Have you heard that?
I'm talking to you.
I haven't heard it, but I get it.
Yeah.
So
Body
whatever
tea-
you're wearing, it looks like
And not just that or anything, just like tea, like it's like giving.
So if a guy walk up to you and says, hey honey, how you doing? You know, that body tea, that's cool?
It's more like a straight man wouldn't say that. The girls and the gays would say that. That makes
A
sense.
straight man wouldn't say
straight
that?
man wouldn't say
Well, I
that.
gotta be crooked?
No, like it's
now would
like
Sean
it's
say that? Those are
like
like
from
questions.
a straight man. If it's from a gay guy, I'll be
Sean.
like, oh, thank you. It's for the girls and the gays.
You ever use that line? You ever use that line, Mr. T? Her body's tea. I never heard that in my life. Body tea. Her body tea. You ever use that line?
I never heard of that.
Listen, I want you to start using this new, what they call that, like
Gen Z slang?
no. It's like a jingle. Get on the A train.
When you
Wow.
name
Wait a
them-
minute. Josh liked it.
You like
It's
that?
good, isn't it? Get on the A train. I love that. Wish my name started with an A.
I don't know. I don't think him as like the A train.
His name is Antonio.
I
Ain't the
know.
B train.
Yeah, but we had a girl named Alyssa that you called A train, so I kind of feel like Antonio
I'm sorry.
needs his own nickname.
Is there an Alyssa in this room?
But
We're
I think
dealing with the present.
I don't think we can we can share nicknames. It's like when you retire a
Oh,
jersey, you retire a
stop.
jersey.
No, we ain't retiring nothing. Get on the A train. Do you know how cool that is? You can make a shirt say get on the A train. And everybody's going to say, yo, what is that?
I'm thinking that means like get on the first train out. Like, you're the first.
The more you say A train in that context, the more it makes me cringe.
It means what?
The more it makes me cringe.
Why? What don't you like about
It's
it?
the way he says A train. Like, get on the A train.
What's wrong with that?
Don't miss the A train.
She's nuts.
It's like Sunny Eclipse.
Listen,
over
there
here.
was a time that I told Dawn I want to make a shirt that says scratch and sniff.
No. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Don't you know what that means?
Can you imagine when he's really like an old man, what it's going to be like?
People are gonna be like, "Who's this old?"
Okay,
You're gonna be so out of pocket.
You are blowing up my spot. You are so wrong.
About what?
About scratch and sniff. Scratch and sniff back in the day used to mean the person did not come with the shirt.
Really?
You understand? Scratch and sniff is like Superman when he went and he came out of his.
It's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking another thing.
Well, that's because get your mind out the gutter. Out the gutter.
The man whose mind lives in the gutter. Rent and utilities free. 2-car garage included.
In the gutter?
Yeah.
He knows a lot
All right,
about
what's
the
the next
gutter.
The next one is elements.
Oh my goodness. It's okay. My brain's just not there
Has a lot, like,
I've been called Lord.
every single like time I talk to him, he has a new business. He had a new girlfriend. Something else happened. I'm like, what? How do you have time for all this lore, like the story of your life? So like my lore would be like, oh, I played basketball for 1 season. Like that's a story of mine. Like that's lore.
Yeah, but the lore is what you have to have more than one story.
Well, yeah, I know, but like it's just like the lore. Like I keep on learning more about your story, your lore.
About the history of?
About your history of yourself. Yeah.
Question is, how do you remember all these stories?
I
How
do.
you remember
I'm
that
going
many
to tell you, I have
stories?
no idea. I don't even know where it comes from.
You should write a memoir.
You should. We need to make a TV show of just all your different stories. Like,
Yeah.
I was holding my baby one time and I saw this guy go like, bah, bah, bah. I just kept on walking because I didn't want to get shot or anything. I was like,
What is the name of the guy that writes all the sitcoms? Laurie?
I have no idea.
You ever look at who writes all the sitcoms on television? His name is Laurie. If you talk to him, he will tell you a billion stories growing up. Like when I grew up in the Bronx, and there's stories, and you guys have them, and don't you have stories of things that happened to you?
Not like
crazy.
you though,
You're
right?
Like, I've had 400 businesses. I've ran a cheese shop. I've ran a club.
I did.
I've ran 3 restaurants. I've owned this many buildings in New York, and you lived through New York through the 80s.
But I never lived in
I
a
had
tree
49
farm.
buildings. I had Chase and Swat. I had this. I had a nail salon. I had a club. I had a bowling alley.
I get bored.
After the Sally doc is over, we need to make the Freddy doc.
Do you know I never lived on a Christmas tree farm? But I know somebody who did. So my story would be, I met this chick. She was like a female Santa Claus that lived in the forest. You see, it's all about presentation.
But the funny thing about Grace is she's like Grace. She's all pure and innocent and
And
laughing.
you look at her TikTok.
And then exactly. And then you look at her TikTok, and she's like doing all kinds of funky things. She's got patches on her eyes. She's got rollers on her face, and she's got like this inner demon that comes out in her voice. I don't know how she does that. I know it's a whole nother
You
side.
got
of
more
Grace.
stories than me.
I just get bored and then I let the intrusive thoughts win and then I put them on the internet.
Intrusive thoughts are the fun thoughts.
That's what I say. I think my TikToks are really funny.
They
but,
are
like,
very
everyone
funny.
looks at me and they're like, "Do you need help? Like, do you need assistance?"
I'm
like,
amazed how you do it though.
She's used a very interesting word, interest of thought.
Intrusive thoughts.
Interest
the
of
intrusive
thought.
thoughts, like the thoughts that get into your mind that like go
Should
out.
stay
Like,
there.
Should stay there.
Yeah.
Like thoughts that are bad, like bad thoughts. Intrusive thoughts
How is my Puerto Rican people treating you?
What,
Mrs.
the
I know the
thoughts?
national anthem from Puerto Rico.
They're doing very well.
Or didn't make you do anything crazy this week?
No.
No? You don't have to eat a lizard and say, I like it mucho, mucho, mucho?
The things we have to do this week, I can't tell you, but it's a busy week this week.
What do you mean you can't tell me?
I can't tell you.
That sounds very cool.
What is this, secret?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we can't tell you anything that
Do you know they make cricket protein powder?
Really?
Have you ever had it?
Nope, I never ever will.
Like 4 crickets?
No, but
No,
after
for
the
you,
air,
for
I
people to eat.
It's like powder made out of crickets.
Antonio, it's high in protein.
Is it?
We are
Literally
going
ground
to.
up crickets?
We
Or
are.
is it
It's
crickets
ground
mixed
up.
with protein?
No, it's
Literally
ground up.
ground up crickets.
We are going to bring it in, and everybody's going to take a shot of cricket juice.
No, we will not.
I'll eat a single cricket. That's a lot of protein. Like,
No, we'll do the juice. We'll do the
Yeah,
juice.
they have like the chocolate crickets.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you chocolate, vanilla,
You know, this is
strawberry.
literally ground up cricket protein. So
And it's going
only
to
like 50
change your
calories,
life. Your
no
asthma will
sugar,
disappear.
No carbs.
I'll keep it. I don't want to eat cricket.
You're not going to know. I'm going to bake it for you.
Mm-mm.
Put it in a brownie.
I will never eat anything you hand me then in case it has crickets in it.
Do you remember you gave everyone that hot stuff to drink? That fire cider?
How was that?
For me, it's fine. For some other people, it was not so good.
Somebody was coughing in the back when they did it. Went home, they had asthma. Remember the girl we had from school,
Yes.
and she ate peanuts,
Yes.
and she ended up in the hospital.
Yes.
She got
That was
up and
bad.
ran out of the set and went to the hospital because she was allergic to peanuts.
We had somebody on the set that was doing vegan veggie pizza, and the girl was allergic to pesto, but nobody knew. She didn't tell us, and it was like a pesto pizza. Next thing we know is we're on air. It was an intern who came in just for an interview, I think it was. Next thing we know, she's gone.
At the hospital, we got
And
a
she's
call.
gone, and we call her like, "What happened?" She goes, "Well, I couldn't breathe, so I decided to go to the hospital. Why couldn't you breathe? Well, I'm allergic to the pine nuts and pesto. Why did you eat the pizza? Number one. Number two, why didn't you tell somebody? And why would you drive yourself to the hospital?"
That's so.
It was horrible.
She was with us for years. She's like, "Well, I didn't want you to be upset, and you were on air." And
So meanwhile, she's on the ground like this.
and like we stopped being on air for that was crazy. But she was another one.
You
who
see?
went-
The number one reason people die from choking is because they're embarrassed, so they go to the bathroom and they can't
die.
breathe, they die. So like if you're choking, you have to tell people that you have to stay there with people. You can't like be embarrassed and walk.
Yeah, no dying on
The
our
number
watch.
one,
Not
the
a good
number
thing.
one thing about choking is you go to the toilet to try to breathe. You're over the bowl, and your face, you die because you end up in the toilet.
All right, let's change the subject.
Yeah,
What's the last one?
With the girl they're falling in love with. Like he's not like a hoe. Sorry, he's not like a hoe. He's not like he's just dating her for fun. Like he's so in love and enamored with her. Like he's obsessed with her. Like there's so many like my friend's boyfriend Caleb. He's a lover boy. He loves her more than anything. Like
Well, that was my question. Do guys love girls as much as girls love guys?
Some guys do.
What kind of question is that? That doesn't even
I
make
feel like
sense.
some of
That's
them
a
do.
ridiculous question.
Or do you think they love them more?
Hang on. It depends. I feel like a lot of guys don't like the girl more, but I think the relationships that last the longest are when the guy likes the girl more.
That is so wrong and so false.
I feel like guys are very.
Some boys like
They
are
put
really
up a
in love.
wall. You don't know how guys feel. We're
No,
like,
I think
we're
I
all
think the
mushy and
girls
lovey-dovey
put
and-
up the wall, and then you sublime it to us because girls think that they love guys more, and they live this thing about, oh, I love him much
Because
more.
we're more
than me."
touchy-feely. We're more like, oh,
I
Google.
don't mean you to love us more.
No,
You put us through such agony.
the boys who are lover boys, like they're so in love with them that like they love to love them. They love to take
Loved
care
who?
of them.
Themselves?
They love to
girls?
love their girlfriend.
Yeah, so
They love
guys
to
are
do
like
anything
that.
For the girlfriend, and like that's how you know that they open up. Like they cry a lot when they're having stress. Like they really like to open up to their girlfriend.
They cry a lot.
My
They
son
cry
is
a
like
lot,
that.
and
I
they-
watch
they-
him.
yeah.
Mi vida. Like, since when do you speak Spanish?
Because she's Spanish.
I know, but this is my son now, so I watch him like anything you want, honey. And I'm like, wow.
You know, it's funny.
Yes, Aaron is definitely a lover boy.
It's funny because
Josh, are you a lover boy?
Josh is a lover boy.
It's funny because my mother used to say to me, and say to Michelle and Susan, you may be his wife, but I've been in his life longer than you have. So of course he's going to be more apt to talk to me first.
That's how it should be.
And it's not
No, he doesn't
because
say it to me. He says it to Ashley.
because the bottom line here is that he's trying to, it isn't replace you, but he's trying to move her closer to that top spot. And women don't handle that well.
It depends. Some women they're fine with like. that
Subconsciously, they are never fine with it.
I think
No, you say you are because that's the thing you're supposed to say.
Wait, fine with what part of it?
like fine with like the mother being replaced as the top woman, like as his wife is like number one for him, and then it's like his mom.
It's never gonna
He's
happen.
like a
If my
girlfriend.
husband prioritizes mom over me, I'd be mad.
Why? She
I
knows
feel
him
why.
longer, and her umbilical cord was attached to
Yeah,
him.
that's like what I'd say. Like, I feel like a guy's mom should be like the number one woman in his life because like that she gave you life, and that's like the first like love you know. I feel like if anything, a wife is like a number one in like the house and the relationship, but when it comes down to it, like the wife shouldn't step on the mom's toes. Like I could never do that.
I think the mom and the wife have their own roles.
Yeah.
And like he should love them both and like undeniably like give everything to his mom if needed, but like give everything to your wife because I feel
Right,
like in a
two
marriage,
separate
you guys
things.
It's two different voids that they fill.
I don't think I'm number one over Ashley. I think I'm here and she's here, and right, just two different relationships.
Because you're looking at Ashley, we're talking about Aaron. The bottom line here is that it's not on Ashley, it's on Dawn. because you see, you're the mom, and you have to understand that it should be the wife, and it should be. But no matter how much it should be, Aaron's always gonna say, you know, Mom. I remember when I did bad things, Mom was here, not Michelle, not Susan, was Mom. Always been Mom. Always will be Mom.
Like, your mom's like the first woman in life. Just for like girls, the first man in life is your dad. So obviously, like, when it comes down to that's like the first person you think about.
be.
And you have to think, like, if you're having like marriage trouble or whatever, the first person you think of is probably one of your parents, because chances are they've been through like the similar thing. Like, if I ever had a son, like, yeah, obviously, like, he's gonna be my ride or die, whether or not he likes me when he's 40 or not, he's stuck with me. But then, like, I would want him to find a woman that like can like hold him down. Like, if I'm not there to like hold him down,
Wait till
you
your
know.
son marries someone who's just like you. Like, how?
Everything changes. You know, the bottom line.
Is Nikki like your mom?
A lot like
She
your
is.
mom.
They're both just tough.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
totally. And the other one wasn't, but Nikki's a lot like your mom.
You need a tough woman because you're all over the
Grounded,
place.
down to earth. Yeah.
Yeah, but that. I mean, people used to say that about me too. That I need a tough woman. Man, I don't need no tough woman. I just need a woman that understands that there's always going to be relationship balances. Always. But a mom has a heart. You have a heart. Because she's Latina. She comes from a different knit family. Things that you don't understand that Latinos do.
You feel you keep me posted though.
And didn't I tell you?
You tell me a lot.
Didn't I tell you? I said to you, watch what's going to happen. And she's an independent, strong woman.
Yeah.
And your son, I got to tell you, it's a change in him. I didn't see that coming.
Yes, you
your
did.
son's a lover boy? Like, you think?
100%.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you guys remember when we taught you what simp was?
Simp?
Simp.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
like
just
a
simp.
guy. Oh.
I think. What? Tell me.
A simp is like a guy that's like obsessed with a girl in an annoying way.
Yeah.
And like he'll do anything for her and she knows that like he's in the palm of her hand. Loverboy and simp are related, but loverboy is when the girl reciprocates.
Because it's more of the love versus just like.
Yeah, because simp sounds abusive. That's
No. Simp is, like,
manipulation.
annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, a simp is like, ew, get away from me. And then he's like, I'll do anything for you. And you're like, mm-mm.
Or a girl
Ma-
uses it
you-
against them. Like,
Remember what we saw in the studio Monday?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to go to commercial break and find out. More to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The easiest way to sell your home is to call the number on your screen right now. We'll buy any home in any condition. And the more it's worth, the more you can get. Plus, no real estate fees or commissions means more money in your pocket. And no fix-up costs either. Sell any home in any condition, sometimes within days. Sell your home fast. Call right now for absolutely free information. Don't call a plumber. Don't call an electrician. Call right now and for as low as $1 a day. Many things that run your house are covered with thousands of technicians all over America. You can call us with a plumbing problem, an electrical problem, and we'll be in your home in no time at all with a solution to fix it. You don't need an expensive repair bill and you don't need to buy new expensive appliances. We'll show you how to fix it for about $1 a day.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
Nobody likes to prick their fingers. If you are a diabetic using insulin like many of us, the worst part of your day is sticking your fingers to draw blood. Now you don't have to do it anymore. You can get a new continuous glucose monitor. As long as you check your blood sugar and inject insulin, it may be covered by your insurance. Call us and we'll let you know if you are covered, and send one at little or no cost to you with free shipping. Stop freaking your fingers. Call right now for your new continuous glucose monitor.
Introducing the Price is Right Home Sweepstakes. You could win the same kind of cash and prizes you see on the TV show. Just call this number right now. And when you call, ask about these amazing offers from our sponsors. Low Cost Airlines offers fares too low to advertise that you can't find anywhere else. You can save hundreds on your next flight with Low Cost Airlines. US Med is your one-stop resource for diabetic supplies. And if you have Medicare, you could get them at little to no out-of-pocket cost. US Med. MedGuard Alerts unique medical technology provides immediate help to seniors with the touch of one button. And you could get your device for free. MedGuard Alert. The United Breast Cancer Foundation can use the donation of your old car, truck, or van to help those fighting breast cancer. Pickup is free and you'll get a tax exemption. Call now to enter the Price is Right Home Sweepstakes. Win thousands in cash and prizes and learn more about these great offers.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. I want to talk about the Halloween deal. You saw Braxton came in looking like Phantom of the Opera. Do you know that that show produced over 500 hits? I tell you. It wasn't chaos.
It was chaos.
It was controlled difference. What was chaos was the game. That was a little bit out there.
Yeah. Why was
The celebrity game.
Why? I thought the game was good. Megan was like, well, Megan, and then you had Elisa on the floor. Not you, Elisa. The other Elisa was out on the spread on the floor singing.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's when the chaos.
Yeah.
She was so overwhelmed in all the excitement.
But the games are a lot of fun. It gives you something different. I like the games a lot.
I'm going to throw another curveball. Is this enough advance warning?
For what?
I want to put the cafe band together in one corner, the singers in another, and the singers on top, on the third. And I want to move the cameras around.
Just so we start setting up the show in enough time for production that we're not like 8 minutes late because we just started it at
No.
12:01.
That wasn't why we were 8 minutes late. You know, don't add excuses to it. There was people were not ready
They
for
did not
different
know what you
reasons.
wanted it to
No.
do.
The camera out of focus has nothing to do with what I wanted. The changing of the paintings has nothing to do with what I wanted. Okay, so let's not air our dirty laundry. You can't have 8 people sitting in a room. All these changes need to happen, and they don't make the move because they didn't want to run into each other. What kind of production house is that?
Okay, we're talking about Halloween houses, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you went on that tangent. We was talking about Halloween. How'd you get to that?
Because Halloween is coming, and I want to
because
use
you
a
were talking about Baxton
three-pronged
and
set.
ketchup.
Yes, right. And the Halloween, I want to do this.
So these are some of the houses. These are some of the houses we found.
Let's
that are
give
pretty
Freddie
cool.
like a hook. We're just gonna look.
I'll just like put up like a thing. And be
Show
like,
me the damn houses.
Oh wow.
One is like a great.
Where is this at?
You know, probably Ohio.
Okay, so this is me. Okay, so we have a house and we don't know where it is. All right, so what was that next house? Other house?
Ohio.
Another one?
Yeah, another
This
one.
one's just cute for like family and like just like.
Oh, I love that. We should do that over here. Can we do that over? Can we do that here over the door?
I'll paint the stuff. If we get the stuff,
Where do
I'll
we make
paint
the
it.
stuff at?
Just get like, we can like make the fangs out of like cardboard paper and just like,
and you paint it.
yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
You're probably very artistic.
You just
I
do,
would
like,
love
brown
that.
butcher paper or something.
Yeah.
Right? A big roll of paper.
And we'll have like the blood on the corners.
And like acrylic paint, and then you can put like drops of like washable paint like under it, so it looks like the blood's dripping
Let's
off.
do
Just make it very flat, put it on the door.
Yeah, right on top, right?
Yeah. Like,
Put that back. Put that one back again. I love that. I want to do that.
Wait, can we please? Like, can we
1, 2,
actually?
3, 4, 5, 6,
And
7,
we need to
8,
get some
9.
pumpkins because we're definitely getting into the pumpkin. If we don't do it now, then when, right?
We should do a pumpkin carving segment.
That's what we thought. And the Josh wanted everyone to paint their own pumpkins. We could do a variety of things. We should definitely.
How long does it
work on
take
that.
to carve a pumpkin?
Depends how fast you move.
Well,
It
on the
depends
average.
what tools you have.
You gotta scoop out the insides. That's the dirtiest part.
For how long do you think it'll take? Because if to do a segment, we had to start Monday to do it by Friday. And hopefully they don't smell by the time they're ready to go.
Yeah, we just will be okay. Welcome to pumpkin carving, and
We really should be doing it today, so we have it for
Tomorrow?
and Monday and Tuesday.
It'll
yeah.
never make it over the weekend. They
we
run out.
have public
So we
pumpkin
record it.
carving stuff. We have to get the stuff to carve.
We did in that big bucket. We gotta look in that bucket. There was like pumpkin carving stuff. He says it's
So
probably
like
in there.
really cheap pumpkin carving kits have like the scoop and like the little
They even
saw
have the dollar
thing.
store, I think.
Yeah.
Pumpkin carving kit.
The dollar store?
The dollar store has a lot of stuff. Is all I can
Did
tell
you celebrate Halloween back in the day? Did you dress up your house?
When the kids were little, yes.
Yeah. You did?
When I was little, no. But when the kids were little, yes.
I didn't dress up my house. We used to go knocking on doors.
We used to get the pumpkins, and every year we would have a different theme, and I would paint the pumpkins as a different theme. So we did Rugrats one year, or we did Disney one year. So I would get out all my acrylics, and we would.
I didn't have none of that.
We would paint pumpkins for the kids.
thing.
I never carved a pumpkin until the kids were older.
I bought it carved.
But when we
Never
were,
carved
they
a
were
pumpkin
younger,
in my
yes,
life.
I painted them all the time.
Didn't
Like
have the patience.
cobwebs and like all kinds of stuff around the house.
I had none of that. And then when I went to knock on doors, Juji took a sock with flour in it. So
But
that
that
if
was
you
when
didn't
you were
open the
young.
door, they used to smack the
But what
damn
about when your
doors.
kids were young?
When my kids were young, we didn't send them out trick or treating.
You didn't go
In
with
New
them?
York?
Not because it was dangerous. We didn't like it. So what we did was we either had a Halloween party or we went to somebody's party. We didn't
No,
like
we
it.
did.
Chio used to come home with bags of candy.
Bless you.
I mean, he was like 3 feet tall. He had a 4-foot bag, and he was bringing it in like this. And I said, "Didn't I tell you I didn't want you to go trick or treating?" He says, "Dad, this was on the way home." Well, because I lived in this row of houses, and they used to put candy in a bag, and he started the first house. By the time he got home, the bag was bigger than him.
The year I was pregnant with Aaron, it was Halloween. He was born 2 weeks later. I was just like a pumpkin. There was like nothing else left of me. But
Did you look at all the candy? You guys, when you have nephews and stuff, you take them trick or treating. You put the candy out. You look to make sure there's no razor babies in the apples and things. You do that?
They
You
don't
still-
give
gonna
out
do
apples
that.
anymore. I don't think anyone gives out apples.
If you give apples, you're weird.
Yeah.
No one gives out
What?
apples, and then
Hey, you had a
got-
box
I
of
read-
apples to give out this year.
You gave out apples?
Pencils are crazy. I'm like, why do you give out pencils?
I remember one year the man that I lived right next door to, he hands down had the best house because he made whole goodie bags. So he gave you like a bag of popcorn, then candy. And I was like, I love you.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
used to
Tom,
do
you're my
goodie bags.
favorite neighbor.
I had a guy who gave away pencils and erasers. He said, "Stay in school, stay in school." I said, "Oh, what a jip." But I was a kid.
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
You gonna give out candies or you gonna shoot people away this year?
I bought a lot of candy to give away. And are we here in studio? I think we might even be out of studio on Tuesday in time.
I gotta
for
ask you a
Halloween.
question. You guys, Florida, is this a thing? They put a ribbon on your mailbox. That way you're accepting people to come and knock on your door for candy.
No, I heard just turn the light on your porch.
No, they put a ribbon. Where I live, you have to have a ribbon. If there's no ribbon, then you can't knock on the door.
Wow.
Is that weird?
Yes.
Yes.
Who the hell does that?
Your neighborhood. Neighborhoods do. Do you know what booing somebody is? Like booing your neighbor.
Booing my neighbor.
That means you give like someone start. It's popcorn. So somebody starts and they give a neighbor a gift, and instead of now you have to boo somebody else. Like booing a neighbor is really fun for like a neighborhood. It's very.
Booing a neighbor is
Yeah.
a thing. I'm gonna forward a gift to somebody.
You can talk about on Friday's show. It's really fun to talk about. So yeah.
It's like passing it forward.
Oh, all right, let's see what happens. All right, have a great morning, everyone. Tune in today. We've got True Rumors, the Fleetwood Mac tribute band, joining us on the midday show. And I think we got some more games. So have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.